Good morning. Today is Friday, October 28th. The time is now 6:03 in the a.m. in the Central Standard Time. And I am RJ Shine, and this is Rise and Grind. Let's go. Good morning.
That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today. Okay, I don't know. Whatever it is, it's not right on the teleprompter. I don't know what that is. I've never seen that.
No, there it is. We are going to do Sting, yeah.
Okay, but yeah, I can't read it. There's no words on it.
Okay. Ready? Sure.
There's no words there. To play us out. What does that mean? To play us out.
Sting is going to do. It's a video. Sting video. Okay.
What is
for credits?
I don't know what that means. To play us out. What does that mean? To end the show?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, go.
In 5, 4, 3.
That's tomorrow, and that is it.
Okay. In 5, 4, 3.
That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today. And we will leave you with a... I can't do it.
Okay.
We'll do it live.
Okay. No.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it, and we'll do it live. Right. Fucking thing sucks.
In 5, 4, 3.
That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today. I'm Bill O'Reilly. Thanks again for watching. We'll leave you with Sting and a cut off his new album. Take it away.
Good morning, Vietnam!
You're now tuned into the most censored morning show in the realm, Rise and Grind. Good morning, everyone. Again, it's Friday, October 28th. The time is now 6:09 a.m. in the Central Standard Time. Is everybody ready to do some learning today? We've got a bunch of stuff planned. We've got some music, a good mix of music planned for today. We've got just about everything under the sun. So thank you for tuning in. I hope everybody is going to have a great weekend, lots of rest, and do something that really matters to you. Do something that moves your soul. That first intro song was called 80s Love by Moonrunner 83 and King Portilla. It's a great new song to get us feeling the right way this morning. So thanks for tuning in. Let's keep this here going. Let's get started. And happy autumn 22, everybody. We're getting through it. October just flew by, right? It just flew right by. This first one says, heal the root so the tree is stable. This is so important, everybody. The roots really do matter. What you can't see in this reality is what's real, right? If you expose the root to the light, the tree will die. Our soul, too, is like the roots of our avatar systems, and you can't see our soul. So heal the soul so that your outer body may be healed too, is another way we can interpret this, right? So we always try to look at things in multiple ways. But good morning again. Let's keep this going here. This one says what? Stay in the moment. The practice of staying in the present will actually heal you. Obsessing about how the future will turn out creates anxiety. Replaying broken scenarios from the past causes only anger and sadness. Stay here in this moment, in the moment of now. That is what we always need to do. And we need to be making the best choices in the now. And that way we're actually time traveling into the future, because the future is dependent on the choices we make in the now. And if we stay focused and fixed on the past, we're going to make bad choices and the future is going to end up bad too. This one says, seek your truth. What you seek is actually seeking you. The more in harmony you are with your own existence, the more magical life becomes. I love this. I love trees. We are like trees. I can't get into that. That's way too deep. People were created to actually, yes, be loved. Things were created, yes, to be used. The reason the world is in such chaos is because things are being loved and people are what is being used. Are you using other people out there? Or are you using things and loving people? It's a pretty simple choice, but we've got to bring it up. We want to try to promote that. Here's a question for everybody tuning in right now. Good morning. I hope you have freshly ground coffee in your life. This podcast is sponsored by Freshly Ground Coffee. And if you don't drink coffee, get something good. I heard this mud water stuff is pretty good. At least YouTube keeps showing me these advertisements where they're dissing coffee and they're telling everybody to drink dirt. So, maybe it is better. But here, let's get into this. Why do all of our symbols for, quote, medicine, end quote, contain serpents? I'm sure many people out there have wondered this. Satan, Hasatan, the adversary, is likened unto the serpent and master deceiver. It's the intentional symbol for pharmacy known as the bowel of Hygeia. Right? Pharmakia, it says here, for by their sorceries were all the nations deceived. So this word sorceries is also transliterated or translated into the word pharmakia. For by thy pharmakia were all nations deceived. Right? It says here the Greek word for sorcery is pharmakia. from which we derive the word pharmacy. Okay? This is the reason why you see this symbolism everywhere, because it's poison. Right? This is very important. We are approaching what they're saying is a diesel fuel shortage, which is absolutely crazy because you can make diesel just about from anything. Right? We've got diesel all over the United States of America, but they're trying to say that we're going to run out of diesel and then nothing's going to be shipped anywhere. There's going to be no food, no gas, no nothing. It takes diesel to get the gas, the regular gasoline, to the pumps, ladies and gentlemen. It takes diesel to get you your regular fuel. So there's going to be no fuel at all. But look here, it says here, hemp can produce nearly 4 times as much oil per acre as the current favorite source of biodiesel. Soybeans, hemp could, yes, soon be the go-to for making diesel fuel from a renewable plant source because you can grow hemp so fast. You could turn this over. You could make these fields flourish every year. And in hotter climates like Texas, you can do it 2 and 3 crops a year. Right? And you could turn the hemp into diesel fuel. It's true. This one says a banker. Yeah, a banker is a fellow who lends you his umbrella when the sun is shining, but wants it back the minute it begins to rain. Do you have banker friends in your life? I hope not. Let's do one more and we'll get into our first song break. This one says cotton accounts for 1/4 of all the pesticide use in the realm. That's crazy. And hemp can be grown without pesticides at all. Let's think about why did the Rockefellers and the Rothschild family censor hemp? Why did they take it away from us? Not only is it a cure for a lot of things, and this is not medical information, YouTube. This is truth and facts. It can be grown without pesticides. It can be turned into building products, yes, that are almost impenetrable. They're pesticide materials themselves. They deter bugs. The hemp itself. The hemp blocks can't be burnt. They're fireproof. Right? They last for a really long time, and you can make them. You can grow this product in 3 months. I'd like to take a look at how difficult it is to grow cotton and see which one is more abundant. But I can almost guarantee you right now, the hemp, it's like a weed. And if you give it water and you actually give it nutrients, it really can grow. It really can grow. Okay, let's get into this first sound break. I'm going to see you guys after this, and we'll get into some news.
Not much. Talk.
If you would just once believe, I could keep you happy. It's some kind of destiny. So just be here with me. Just once believe I could keep you happy.
This new one's called Destiny by Jonathan Bray. Great new synth waiver to get us going. How about we get into some news here? This guy's got it right, if you ask me. This is how big I need my coffee and my croissant. Good morning, Rise and Shine. Welcome to the Rise and Shine podcast. Good morning. Now, I don't eat this much bread all the time, but I definitely do drink a lot of coffee. That's why this podcast is called the Rise and Grind. And not only do I grind my coffee, but I grind to everything around me to make it better, more fine. Thank you guys for tuning in. Now let me have a little of my coffee. I don't slurp my coffee. That's against the rules. Come on now. How's everybody doing on the other side of the screen? What do we got? Oh, there's a few people tuned in. Good morning. I hope you all have such a wonderful day. Okay, let's get into some of this here news. Let me turn the background music down a little bit. Let's see what we got for the news today. So far, let's go. Nothing to see here. Don't worry, nothing to see. This is totally normal. Totally normal. Don't look, there's nothing to see here. Imagine this was in your town. No! Rothschild family and co., we do not want you driving down our streets. We will sabotage these machines. Don't you dare try this in North America. This is crazy what they're doing to these people. Where does this say this is? China. Right? China. Moving on. We just wanted to show what they're doing over there now. Crazy. Have you guys ever seen a rainbow and a tornado together? Oof. How is this rainbow being projected down if there's a layer of clouds in between the sky and the rainbow? No. Flat earthers, you got it all wrong. I tried to show you guys like 6 years ago when I was making rainbows in my backyard with my hose. Anything that's the 180 degrees position of the sun, if you spray water in the direction that the sunlight is pointing, you will make a rainbow. You don't need a dome. There is no glass dome in the sky. That's nonsense. This place is supernatural. Just open your eyes and see it for what it is. I hope this tornado takes out these stupid ass wind turbines. Moving on. Good morning. This one, severely damaged plane here after flying through a supposedly stormy weather. Right? And they want us to believe that an airplane went through the Trade Center buildings. Literally came out the other side, but a little storm and some ice in the sky and some water almost took this plane right out. Just more proof that 9/11 was an absolute joke and there were no planes used. So this is the most important one of the morning. So the U.S. now has supposedly only 25 days left of diesel supply. This is the lowest they say since 2008. Here's what's more alarming than the dwindling oil piggy bank. Yeah, there's a lot of things alarming in this topic, in this headline. Everybody needs diesel fuel. The economy runs on diesel fuel. Everything that we buy, our shoes, our clothes, our gas, the fuel that's not diesel is brought to us by diesel. So we're going to keep a close eye on this. We're going to do more updates. We're going to get Awake Souls, Jason Laufenberg's input on these topics more. We've got a lot planned, so I can't stay on too many things at once here. Apparently, the Pope, peace is seriously threatened, he says, end quote. Pope Francis now, let me turn this joker down. And several other religious leaders held a prayer for peace appeal inside the Colosseum in Rome. What are they really doing over there? What are they really doing with these people? Is it about peace or is it about destruction? Right? I don't know. I really wonder. I wonder what they are really doing over there. But we're bringing it to your attention. This is the news. Now, again, why do people do this in the truther movement? It is beyond me. Supporting any actors, any musicians, or anybody that's been paid to be up on the screen before you, someone you've watched on a TV show is not someone that's going to bring you truth ever. We've been saying this for 10 years straight. But these people that want to share the truth, they share this and they mock Hillary Clinton, which is fine. Go ahead, mock whoever you want, but it's not real. It's fake.
2022
and then people share it around. It's mis and malinformation. And then what they can do is they can create agencies of government that come around and say that anyone who's sharing real truth is now doing this, sharing fake malinformation. That's what this agenda is. If you look at the actual footage, she's not crying at all.
I'm here to highlight something.
Right? It's ridiculous that people would walk into a trap. You know, I've seen a growing trend of so-called awoken or awake people who are still fast asleep. Do not share mal and misinformation unless you clearly show everybody that it's a joke. You're trying to expose it because she's not crying. There's no ambulance going on. Check out this. This is super cool. Let me pause the background music. I want you guys to see this. So cool. Look at this steam farming tractor. That's running on coal. Look. It's a single piston. It's a single piston engine. Not 6 like your car. There's no air in those tires, huh? And there's the plow. And I guess the men are the weights. And they're just watching. Oh, they hold the levers to work the plows. Wow. Incredible, incredible. It's run on coal. Right? Burnt up wood or whatever. Coal. Burnt up stuff. Stuff that the ground is compressed. Decompressed, decomposing matter. Amazing. Amazing, amazing what this technology can do here. Steam is so powerful. Great video to bring back here. Did you know your own body? Yes, and YouTube, this is not medical information. I'm just sharing truth and facts and information. Everyone else, do your own due diligence. Back check and research everything I say. This one here says your own body has the power to, yes, what? Heal itself.
It's been discovered in the laboratory that intention does have physical effects.
Placebo effect is the fact that a belief that a person has can override their biology. At least 1/3 of all healings has to do with the placebo effect.
Sending an intention that I am better is sending information to the body to correct itself.
When we think positive thoughts, we release certain chemicals into our body. When we think negative thoughts, we release negative chemicals into our body.
We know that our brain is changeable. We know that our bodies are changeable just by thought alone.
1/3 of all healings occurs without anybody doing anything other than having a positive thought.
So, what are you holding in mind? Are your thoughts positive? What is it that you constantly think about? Do you battle with your mind? I do. Dark thoughts and things like that try to come into my mind all the time. Well, not all the time, but when they do, I fight them. I go into what is spiritual warfare, and I fight back. And so too should you. Have you ever seen an upside down photo of a shark? It looks pretty scary and also kind of funny at the same time. Look at that, upside down shark faces. I think that's funny. Next one going on. Guess who finally finished the deal and bought Twitter? Elon Musk is officially Twitter's new daddy, it says. At least according to Elon Musk, who says he hopes the platform will continue to be a digital town square for years to come. It's the place where you can get your quick tweet, your fast information up and spread. That's what it is. So he's bought Twitter. And what's more, what's he going to do to Twitter? It says here, Elon Musk wants to copy and turn Twitter into what? WeChat. I don't know if you guys know what WeChat is. A Chinese thing. Through WeChat, Chinese officials, yes, have gained access to immense amounts of data, turning the app into a de facto surveillance tool for the government. Who do you think Elon works for? Is he for freedom? No. All you people that think this man is for freedom are lost. You're all sheeple. Wake up. He is an agent of the technocratic takeover.
They have been working on an edit button for a year.
Edit button. Edit's good.
It's a tricky situation. Edit's incredibly complex.
Yes, good one, indeed. I mean, we don't even have an app that's as good as WeChat in China. Like in China, you can like live on WeChat, basically.
Live on it, huh?
Yeah. It's like, yeah, everyone's like, like you live on WeChat. You do payments, you do everything. It's
everything.
It's great.
One world chat app.
And we don't have anything like WeChat outside of China. So I was like, my idea would be like, how about if we just copy WeChat? Copy them.
Here it comes. Copy China back, huh? Ha 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 ha. Elon's so funny, huh? Is that what the tiny hats told you? Was it when you met with the Pope, Elonald? We just showed you him and his family went and met with the Pope. Or was it when you went to the synagogue? Which one is it that's paying you today? Cuck. Moving on. Have you seen the new money coming out of Britain?
Quick thing to show you how
Let's have a look.
people are evil.
They are evil.
£20 note, yeah?
There it is.
That is a 5G tower.
You can clearly see it's a tower.
Can you see the hologram?
And as he moves it, let's just make sure you can see it. You can really see it's got the holographic emitting frequencies coming out of it. Oh, right there, you can sort of see it. It's kind of hard. It's a bit blurry.
That is the radiation that it will give off. And lo and behold, above it
is the eraser. Oh. Tried to mark that out.
Right
Try to get it out.
Everybody's face.
Yeah, it's gross.
Yeah, there you go. Evil. Look at the hologram. Look at the rays going.
There it is. You can see it.
The colors of the thing. That is the radiation.
What are they doing?
Tower. And above it is a symbol for coronavirus.
I'm worried.
There you go. The devil is real.
Yes. Hasatan is real. So be protected. Now here we go. Peaceful Quaker again. Just pointing out the absolute obvious. I showed everybody on Facebook that these symbols are straight off of the Church of Satan, which the highest degree of the Church of Satan is MAGA, M-A-G-A. It was long before Trump started his candidacy to become president of the United States of America. Did the Church of Satan already have the word MAGA? It's their highest degree of Satanism. Of course, Kanye is in that degree. Why do you think he supports the boss of the Church of Satan? But yet you got people out here spreading that Kanye West is a freedom fighter now. That Donald Trump actually has come here to save people. Make America great again. Now he's coming to make it more satanic. Wake up. And Kanye West is just a cuck. He just does what he's told. They could turn his black credit card off. Like that. You have no more money. So he does what he's told. Whatever the narrative is, Kanye will serve it up to you. In the olden times in Greece, actors and musicians weren't allowed to testify in courts because they were paid to lie and create entertainment. Right? People need to wake up. It's time. Good morning. I can't even believe this, but these are all bugs. Right? Wow, did they evolve like that? The bug was tired of getting eaten, so it tried to look like a leaf. What about the animals that eat leaves, though? Right? Wow. They really do look like leaves. This looks like a branch. This one would be hard to see on a tree. Right? None of these you'd be able to see on a tree. Ever. Incredible. Incredible this place is. I just drove through downtown LA, this guy says. Look at this.
Drove through downtown.
Makes me sick to my stomach, you guys.
And what I saw shocked me to the core. LA is a sunken place. There were stray dogs everywhere roaming the streets. There was burned down, destroyed businesses.
I mean, those stray dogs had collars on or whatever, but keep going.
On every corner. And there were city parks that were overtaken by homeless encampments. But what really shocked the soul was seeing the human suffering. People digging through garbage in the street, living in complete squalor. Third world, dehumanizing conditions you've never seen in America. Hey, but at least this guy's wearing a mask, right? Yeah. This is a video I took just driving down a random street in downtown LA. This is how people live in the city.
It's crazy. It's crazy what they've allowed here in the United States and realm wide, right? You gotta wonder what their next plan is, because they're allowing this, they're embedding it, they're invading it, they're giving these people the drugs, and they're allowing their cities to just be overrun with just garbage and homelessness, when they can just think of how much money and resources it took to get a Jabola to every person in the realm, but they can't feed every person in the realm, but they can get you some kind of a toxic thing, and they can do all that for free too. Moving on, have you guys seen these crazy clouds? This looks crazy. I don't know if it's CGI or not, but it looks crazy. Look at these clouds. It's so peaceful the way they roll in like that. I've always loved clouds. I don't know if this is real. It looks crazy. I guess you would have had to be there to see it, right? Wow. That is incredible. I don't worship this place, but I'm in awe of it. I worship the creator of it. But it is so beautiful. There's so many beautiful things about this place. And the clouds are one of them for me. The real ones, not the chem things. Those are gross. But the clouds are beautiful. So I guess let's get into another song break. We got some more news and some more memes before we get out of here and go to work. Hold on 1 second. Let me get it ready, and I will be right back after this song break.
In all the ways that you could choose to show me what you need, a surface level, better words will help you endlessly. And every time we touch, we're even close enough. I can tell I think you wanna be loved. I think you wanna be worshipped. I think you wanna be loved. You wanna know you deserve it. You should never see the wrong speaking openly. You tell me everything is good, it don't match what I've seen. You don't even trust people. I think you wanna be loved. I think you wanna be worshipped. I think you wanna be loved. You wanna know you deserve it.
This new one coming out is by BC and J Vaughn with Worship. Great new song. And we're back into the tabs and news of the morning. I really like that flow. I enjoy bringing the new music out and sharing it, whether it be music that you've probably never heard before. I'm always trying to push the boundaries and bring people new sounds to vibe with. Because it's all about our vibes, right? I mean, how are your vibes? Can you even vibe like this here, cow? Come on now. This cow will show you how. Good morning, everybody. This must be an Italian cow, I think. I don't know. It's got some vibe and some move in it. Let's continue on here. Apparently, the Russian army is attacking Ukrainian positions near Petrivka. This apparently is fireworks that they're showing here as some kind of a weapon. Look out. I know, I wouldn't want to be underneath it. It's probably going to cause everything to burn. It's probably flammable stuff, right? It's bad. But this is World War III 2022. Hashtag war is a hoax, right? Moving on here, watch. Huge dome of Jakarta. Islamic Center Mosque in Indonesia caught on fire. And following the fire, like the Trade Center, collapsed into its own footprint due to structural fire. But this time it actually makes sense. Who burnt this thing to the ground? Why? You know? Wow, there it goes. Boom. So if you didn't know about that, this mosque here, huge one in Jakarta Islamic Center, Grand Mosque in Indonesia, collapsed following major fires. Crazy. Bringing you the news with the coffee and the paper this morning. CDC votes yes, 15-0. Of course it will, to add Cerveza 19 Jabolas to the Jabolas for children. You can watch this if you want. I'm not going to play it. Do your search on it. They all just said yes unanimously. I vote yes. I vote yeah. Here, look, I'll show you one clip of it. Yes.
Yes. Thank you, Dr. Lair.
Lair, no conflicts, yes.
No conflicts. Yeah. We were born with an immune system. This is not medical advice. It's creator-given truth. We don't need any of this stuff. You're all going to pay. You should repent now. It's really important. Time is short. This one says, oh, they're so sweet. Australia is now offering to pay for your funeral if the forced Jabola takes you out, but not to lunch and not to breakfast, right? If it takes you out for dinner, they're going to pay the bill, it says here. Oh, isn't that sweet? Thank you, Australia, for stepping up. We hear you. We shared it. This is gross. This one said thousands of Jabola doses from Germany discovered on a completely filthy beach in Peru. Are they going to ship these to people now? Are they still going to get used? They just repackage them? They're cleaning it up. I don't know what happened here. Who knows what actually took place here? But these Jabola things ended up here. Right? Wow. They're just everywhere. Had an accident in Peru, I guess. Sorry, Peruvian people. They will clean and repackage these, and you'll probably get them, but don't get them, if you know what I'm saying. Oh, It says here, this page doesn't exist anymore. Try searching for something else. The story of my life, right there. Continuing on. We'll get through a few more here. It says, why the golden age for the Jays in America is coming to an end. Opinion, it says. It's basically stating that there's not enough J-ish people being born, right? Everybody's turning brown. Moving on. This is how it looks from space. This is your space. Let's start this again, and I'm going to turn the sound off because it's out of key with the background music. But this is how they do it. This here's your fake space stage. This is how they do it. They make the room. They put the fake sphere there. They rotate their fake satellite. And they serve it up to the masses, and they all just gobble it up. And then they go around thinking that they're smarter than everyone else, like Red's rhetoric and Sean Hubbard, right? And they believe in all this nonsense. Rockets that don't rifle, right? That don't have the correct launching devices needed. For this to launch, it would need a rod sticking up 3 times. Just look at this. It's just a model. It would need a rod sticking up 3 times as high, and it would go. It would not slowly lift off the ground. But this is how they fake it. They create their stages, their screens. They used to have to paint all this stuff, you guys. When they first faked it, they had to paint it all. They had to hire artists. Then they hired Stanley Kubrick. He came in for NASA, and he helped, and they made a bunch of paintings. And now they just fake it all. All of it is a Hollywood production brought to you by your Jesuits and your Jays and all the other people that are into wearing those tiny hats. Speaking of the people wearing the tiny hats, good morning, Donald Cassidy. We have the #1 villain in the realm right now. He happens to be the most wealthy, so I guess he has all the power, right? Jacob Rothschild talking about the climate hoax.
I mean, I think the phenomenal change that's come about in the last 2 or 3 years is there probably isn't a child over the age of 6 that isn't deeply concerned.
So they've mind controlled all the youth. He's admitting to it. They put it into the brain. The agenda was to sear the consciousness of the kids that the climate is in disaster, and that if you don't do something, us parents and old people are going to destroy the earth. And it didn't just start in the year 2000 or 2022. It started with Smoggies when I was in like 1980s, early 80s. They had the show about the Smoggies. They've been doing this mind control for a long time. It's their agenda, and it is twisted, and it is sick, and it makes me sick to my stomach.
About climate change.
They should be teaching kids how to farm, how to grow food, how to make their bodies healthy. None of this other stuff.
I mean, there were reports
just searing the consciousness of the children, traumatizing them.
Or on those problems, whether it's
droughts,
storms,
big storms are going to get you.
The seaside being ruined.
There's no more seaside. Where, Jacob Rothschild, has any of the seaside being ruined? Where is the sea levels rising? Archimedes debunked the theory that when your ice melts, it doesn't raise the water level. It's frozen, solid state or liquid state doesn't change the amount. It always stays, the volume stays the same. It doesn't rise either. When you put the ice cube in the water, go ahead. Fill up a cup, put an ice cube in it. I think Archimedes did it with a bathtub. Mark the side of the water where it is. After you add the ice cube, mark the cup at the height. The ice is going to melt and the water level is going to be at that same height. So all this is just absolute nonsense.
And in a way, Corona has slightly, I'm afraid, eclipsed.
Hope she's talking about the beer.
This conversation. No one's saying Corona isn't incredibly devastating, but actually we do need to think long term.
So not only are they saying that the environment is being destroyed, but they're saying your bodies, you can't breathe fresh air anymore. It's toxic. The air is toxic. You got to cover your face. It's poison, kids. Cover your face. Hiding smiles. They're doing so much. This is, like I said, we need supernatural help right here.
Well, more than
we can call it out.
It's a tragedy, but it does have
tragedy.
that.
Look at their smiles. Oh, such a tragedy, huh? Distractions. So, yeah, let's move on here. I just wanted you to know who was behind the climate change. Here we got, this is a very important mis, dis, and malinformation agencies that are out here flagging my content, taking me down, censoring me. You know, I don't get to be heard by anybody. Very, very few that somehow see my link and click on it. My channels are all gone. Everything that I created. Now, I backed a lot of it up, thankfully. But because of this cybersecurity and infrastructure security agency is the reason why we're going through this. It says CSIS, mis, dis, and malinformation team is charged with building national reliance to MDM and foreign influence activities. So they say that it's Russia. Russia is hacking the United States. And while they're saying that, they are censoring the truth. Through these efforts, CISA helps the American people understand the scope of the MDM activities, targeting elections, critical infrastructure. No, it's how they're securing their election frauds and their critical infrastructure. And it enables them to take actions to mitigate associated risks by eliminating the opponent, by censoring them, not letting their voices be heard. This is a crime. This is a crime against the freedom of humanity. This is you know what times we're in when they have countering foreign influence task force online. People looking around to find what truth is being shared and then censor it and call it misinformation or disinformation or malinformation. And this is what's being pushed, and this is why we are where we are. So continue to fight back, continue to be smarter every day. Find your intelligence, find where you can make a difference, and always remember that this fight that we wage isn't against physical humans. I'm not trying to go around and punch someone in the head or kill anybody. When I go online, if it's just me here, and I'm speaking these words, and my intentions are going out into the realm, into the ether, I wage my war in a spiritual battle. And so too do you. So don't worry if you're not getting the views, if you're not getting the clicks, don't worry on that. Focus on the content. Make the content as clean, as good, as truthful, and as available as you could make it. Therefore, you heap burning coals upon the heads of all the people who are censoring you. They will have to answer when they stand before the judge as to why they did this. It's a crime against the freedom of truth. So continue to do your mis, dis, and malinformation tactics. Azazel, we see what you're doing. Moving on here, flashback files. Bring back the death penalty for anti-Semites, quote Donald Trump. This was after one of the hoaxes. But the interesting thing is you can come down here and they're trying to say now, no, you cannot associate Kanye West with Trump anymore. They are divorced forever. Now they're both still in the Church of Satan supporting MAGA, and they're going to do it forever, including into the lake of fire. Moving on. We're almost done the news, tweets, and tabs. Well, on to, is it Roshi? How do we say his name? Senuk is the new leader of the Conservative Party as he takes center stage for the world to see. Is his name Russi? Now watch as he destroys the corporation, the Tory party, and the economy even further. Get ready for absolute chaos. It's true. This guy, he's just another WEF puppet. This one says, if you work hard, marry the daughter of a billionaire, stab your boss in the back, more democracy to bring down your boss's replacement, then one day you too could be prime minister of a country that your own wife doesn't even call home. No, not even. And we can continue with this guy. He's coming out. We got the 233 pillars. And we'll get more obvious because it is the Most High pouring out his grace for the people to wake up and come to the knowledge of truth. Well, you could call this whatever you want. It's symbolism that they're doing. This is your new prime minister, UK. I guess nobody trusted Liz Truss. She's out. In the meantime, this is what the new Prime Minister of Britain said about Israel. He said, Israel, modern day occupied Israel, is a vibrant multi-ethnic democracy with a free press and the rule of law. It stands as a shining beacon of hope in a region of atrocities and religious extremists. Are you kidding me? Except if you're Gazan, right? If you're Gazan, we've been talking about this for 10 years now. If you live there, you can't visit your family outside of Gaza. You're in a walled-off jail. You can't rebuild your house. No, they're going to tell you which bricks you can use and when you can use them. You're unlucky. You are You're unlucky to have a job, so there's not very much work there. You can't fish or farm. You can't trade outside of Gaza. You got to stay inside your walls, and you can't leave. That's what's going on right now. But the new prime minister happens to think it's a great free place with open press and the rule of law and multi-ethnic. Okay, it's insane. This realm is crazy. It's crazy. This one's interesting. Let's zoom in a little bit on this. Coming off of the Electroverse Twitter. It says here, how many people are actually in a position to go on and reject the CBDCs and the digital IDs when they're rolled out? Are you? Folk talk a good game, but what if you're barred from renting accommodations or blocked from buying food? What happens if your citizenship is threatened? The majority is going to buckle instantly. What is going to happen? Because we already see they're censoring and taking down just straight truth. Truth is now hate speech. Okay? What's going to happen when they stop allowing people to buy food? Because they're going to continue to push it, and their order followers and whoever it is on their police forces and cucked out militaries are going to try to enforce these rules and laws, right? I don't know if, it's crazy that we're talking about this, but who is going to be able to say, no, I don't want to? Are you able to grow your own food? Do you own your own house? Do you have to pay? Do you need cash? If you use cash anywhere in your life, this is going to totally destroy that. And you're going to have this. And it's crazy because, World War I and II, they had these, they weren't this, they were these. But now they're bringing it back and it's supposed to be a good thing. How can they flip history so much like that? And other people don't notice. It's just us. We're the only ones that notice. But this is a good question. If we don't start fighting back now, if people aren't saying no to all this and doing what they can to get their voices heard, fighting back any way that they can, we are walking into one of the most locked down time in the history of mankind. It's on the horizon here. It says here, the devil, quote, liar and father of lies. George Lemaitre, father of the Big Bang Theory, of a lie. Charles Darwin is known as the father of evolution, big lie. Isaac Newton, super big lie, coming in with the father of gravity. And what is Trump the father of? He's known as the father of the vaccine. There you go. Good morning, all you Trump fans out there. It's just another day in paradise, huh? This person thinks their sky is a CGI fake screen. Nah, it's beautiful. This is showing you the position of the sun. The crepuscular rays that are casted, they point to the sun, right? This is beautiful. This isn't CGI. Your whole realm is illusion. What's real is the roots of it, which you cannot see. Everything else is an illusion. Everything you can see is an illusion coming from what you can't see. Some good footage. I like that. Beautiful. A couple more and we'll get into another song and some more memes, and then we'll go have our day here. It says new NASA tool helps to detect super emitters of, yes, they're saying they're detecting methane from space. Is methane in pools underwater and their diving centers? Because that's as far as they go into outer space. But we thought we'd share that with you. What NASA's up to, methane. Have you guys ever seen the city in northern Iraq? Ahmadiyya? Look at that. This poster's taking it to it's a tree stump. I don't know about that, but hey, it looks sort of like a tree stump, right? It looks cool. That's a cool city in Iraq. I'd like to live there on this hill here. You have a great view every morning, every night. Great view. It's green. Be tough though, coming in and out of. You got to go out of the city to go get food or whatever. It's a drive. It's a nice city. Cool. I've never seen that before. Moving on here, it says solar power stations in space will have access to continuous sunlight because they won't be blocked by the clouds, they say. So this is their new plan, the New World Order. They're going to put satellites, solar panels in space, supposedly. Invest now. The government's probably, it's coming off the World Economic Forum, too. Look at that. Oh, boy. The World Economic Forum's now stepping into the NASA. And then we got CGI. Why? If we're in the year 2022 and they're going to put solar panels in space, why do we have a picture of a CGI spinning Earth in front of us? You would think they would have the capability of flying up there and taking a video of the Earth if they were saying they're going to supposedly power it from space, right? Nope. That's not what they're doing. because of the clouds too. Yep. Again, this is not real. If they're going to be able to do this, they can't. They would have real footage. It's 2022. There's no pictures of the spinning sphere Earth from outer space. None. Breaking. PayPal has reinstated its policy. They're now fining people $2,500 directly from their accounts if they spread mal, or disinformation. Nice, huh? Thanks, PayPal, for showing us exactly what the new CBD system wasn't Musk? Elon Musk was the one who stole PayPal, but then sold it, right? How quickly people forget. Hezbollah ends exceptional mobilization against Israel. Wow, is there peace in the Middle East right now? We got the Messiah back. Apparently he can recite the Torah, this supposed Messiah. I don't know. We'll have to see more about that. But yeah, Hezbollah ends its exceptional mobilization against Israel. You're going to have peace in the Middle East. This one, Musk says Twitter can't become a free-for-all hellscape. Or is he going to make it a free-for-all hellscape? That's the question that I ask you guys on the other side of the screen. What is going to happen with Twitter? Is it going to be WeChat, where you got to scan your face, put your thumbprint on to make sure, verify that it's you, and then every single thing that you do on their platform is going to be tracked, traced, and used in an algorithm against you to attack you? You be the guest. And the last one of the morning. Advertisers plan to boycott Twitter. This one's a little truncated. Boycotting Twitter now if the Donald is allowed to start tweeting again, reports say. So the whole reason they're doing all this nonsense is, yes, to bring back this guy, the leader of the MAGA group, the Church of Satan, Fifth Degree of Satanism. They're going to bring Trump back as Make America More Satanic Again. Both sides, right and left, are in the Church of Satan too, okay? They're all working for the same people. So yeah, the advertisers, though, they're going to pull the plug. They're going to leave it up to the government to fund it. So, but that was the news for Friday, October 28th. The time is now 7:01 a.m. in the Central Standard Time. And I will see you guys after this song.
Stumbling around in the darkness, looking for the place we started. Back to basics, hardly life's a little complicated. Give me a beautiful escape when no one knows my name, or I can just let loose and undo all we lost along the way. Ooh, we can't understand. Try to change, we can. These castles, they're all made of sand. Ooh, wasn't what we planned. Try to change, we can. These castles, they're all made of sand. So now come down, now come down, now come down. 'Cause these castles, they're all made of sand. Now come down, now come down. 'Cause these castles, they're all made of sand. Lately I've been heartless, need to have a word with myself. Last sight of the part where I remember who I'm supposed to be. Give me a beautiful escape when no one knows my name, where I can just let loose and undo all we lost along the way.
You're now tuned into the most censored morning show in the realm, Rise and Grind.
Castles, they're all made of sand. Ooh, wasn't what we planned. Try to change, we can. These castles, they're all made of sand. So now come down, now come down, now come down. 'Cause these castles, they're all made of sand. Now come down, now come down.
Castles by Hybrid Minds and Tom Walker. What a track. Wow. That one really moves me. He's got so much power in his voice when he says that. I'll come down. The way that he pushes the voice out is incredible. What a great new tune. So let's get back into the memes of the morning. It says here, trees can talk to each other. Did you know, on the other side of the screen, when willows are attacked by webworms and caterpillars, they emit a chemical that alerts nearby, or, a smell or a vibration, a nearby willow of danger. The nearby trees then respond by pumping out more tannin into their leaves, making it difficult for the insects to digest. Did you know that? I don't know if you did, but now you do. Trees can talk, right? Can you hear them? Can you hear them? This is Dick, okay? Dick thinks the government cares about him. Dick believes everything in the mainstream media. Dick likes to wear a mask because it's for the greater good. Dick wants the experimental Jabola so he can travel again. Dick thinks everyone else should, yes, do the same. Dick is a brainwashed, compliant sheepleWit. Okay, everybody, don't be a dick. Don't be like Dick. Be free. This is Freedom Friday. Be free. Don't be a dick. Thank you. Moving on, this one says, real evil is not the one that can be recognized by everyone. Real evil is the one that can manipulate 95% of the people into believing that it's a victim, and can provoke these 95% to destroy those 5% who can actually see and understand its reality. That is what the plan of the ruling elite is. There's less than 5% of the people that are awake that can see that there's something not right. The other 99% are used to attack the 1% that know the truth. That is the truth of it. And it's sad. Moving on, QAnon, an absolute psyop, ... Controlled opposition, yes, since 2016. They brought this entire thing out to promote Trump and to tag, track, categorize, and take down anyone who was a part of that 1% that we just talked about. Moving on to, yes, quote, nobody said you wouldn't get cerveza if you were jaboled. Meme of the week. Anthony Fauci. When people are jaboled, they're not going to get infected. You got President Joe Biden. You're not going to get cerveza if you have these jabolas. Rochelle Walensky, people do not carry the and don't get sick, right? Rachel Maddow. Now we know that the jabolas work well enough to stop everyone who takes, this is from Bill Gates himself. They're calling him an expert. He's not an expert. He created a program with faulty software and viruses, and then sells you the antivirus systems and makes you do all this nonsense. Everyone who takes the jabola is reducing their transmission, he said. Albert Barola, I don't know who this guy, CEO of Pfizer coming in. There's no variant that escapes the protection of our jabolas. Right? They're allowed to say whatever they want one day, and then the next day they can change their minds. Because what they've done through Tavistock predictive mind control programming is make people forget that fast what they saw yesterday. But not here. We document it. Well, people, WEF has selected the people of Britain, your new prime minister. He is fully programmed and ready to do our bidding. Long live the globalist New World Order, says this guy. And he's got this guy here, Rushy, right? Sunak, how do you say his name? I got to get used to it. Here we go. He is nothing more than a New World Order, World Economic Forum puppet. And you're going to get to see more of. Here's what happens to you if you tune into any of this nonsense here. What smartphones do, make everybody they're gone. What fast food does, this should be illegal. We should have a pandemic against fast food, not against some made up fake thing. This is the pandemic. TV just brainwashes everybody that watches it. The flicker rate, everything designed into it, the way that they make the programs is designed to, yes, wash your brains. Here we go here. What the government does, it says, I don't need to have sex. Yeah, me neither. It's been over 10 years now here. Apparently, yes, I get leaked every day by the government. Moving on, what we think we do, or what the sheeple think they're doing, and what they're actually doing. Anybody involved in any of this nonsense? Good morning. It's now 7:09 a.m. in the Central Standard Time, Friday, October 28th. It's almost everybody's favorite Halloween celebration time. But we're here to celebrate truth. And not that YouTube channel, by the way. Did you know this is the #1 creative arts agency in Hollywood when viewed from above? It shows what appears to be, yes, a Freemasonic sign of a triangle with an eye inside of it. In fact, the whole place is loaded with Masonic symbolism. The Illuminati roots really do run deep in Hollywood. Yeah, the Illuminati, the Jesuits, the Jays, they're all there. All the tiny hat people, they all conglomerate there. And they use it as a spell casting place. So, as you can see here, there you go. Signs and symbolisms is what they worship. 6 ways. Okay, let's get smart here. Do not use Roundup. If you are using Roundup, please stop. Please. You don't need to use Roundup. Now, I know YD will remember. It's we boiled water. It was her mom that taught me and taught her how to garden. You boil hot water and you can pour it on weeds and they generally die. Okay, it says here you can pull them. Ways to kill weeds. Sorry, I'll read the header. Ways to kill weeds. No Roundup required. It says here pull them. Just a little elbow grease here. It's good to exercise and get some dirt under your fingernails and absorb it into your body. It says put the kettle on. Yes, this is the one we use a lot. Boiling water kills any plant. You don't need Roundup. Vinegar, a few drops of an eco-friendly, they say, dish liquid soap, and some sunshine. That works, yeah. Mow them. Wow, we don't want to, we're going to try to work on not mowing everything down. We're going to build a new realm where we're going to grow gardens and food. We're not going to mow it down. It says here, torch them. You can use a weed torch. It works. You can embrace them too. Just let them grow. Dandelions are also really edible and very good for your liver. If you didn't know, yes, dandelions work to help aid the liver in its job detoxifying the body. Parabens, what do you know about them? What are you looking at in your... We look at the food labels now. Do you look at your hair shampoo products? I'm going to have to too, okay? We want to look for parabens. Found in shampoos, conditioners, lotions, facial, shower, cleanser, and scrubs. This is what their CGI drawing of it looks like. Health concerns here: endocrine disruption, developmental and reproductive toxicity. That's bad. You want, let me change this background song. Forgive me 1 second. You want to have a healthy reproductive system. This is part of our fuel that drives us, okay? We were created to be healthy and to populate, reproduct. Sorry. You need to be healthy. It's just funny, but it's true. You need to have a good regulated body. It doesn't just work with the reproductive system. It's all tied together with your health. Allergies, huh? So they can target you through the shampoo and the soaps and all the stuff that women put on their faces too, to make you have what they now call, you know what? Lock the world down, because they're giving everybody these right here. They're showing you what to look for now. Let me zoom in on this one. If you guys at home have a screen, a camera, or if I wish everyone was watching this on big screens, but on your cell phones, these are the chemicals that you want to watch out for in the products. So you just take this list, take a screenshot of this. I'll even do it too. What is it? Command-Shift-3 on my Mac to take a screenshot. Hold this up at the farm, wherever you buy your shampoos, soaps, all of it. Ethylpyrabin, all these parabens, okay? Other ingredients ending in, yes, paraben. So we don't, if you didn't take the screenshot, look for this word paraben. Stay as far away from it as you can, okay? It's gross. What are they doing? Moving on. Here's a question, a rhetorical one. What would happen if everybody ate lots of fresh, organic food that was like super minimally processed? I think we'd have an epidemic of healthy people. How my heart longs and dreams to have healthy people fulfilling their lives and their dreams. healthy. You know how hard it is when you're not healthy, when you're overweight, when you're toxicked up. It's hard to get up in the morning. It's hard to do your everyday duties, but I feel for you. The people that targeted you are going to pay. Okay? So keep your head up and try to get healthy here. It says, don't ask why healthy food is so expensive. Ask, why is it that the junk food is so cheap? That is the proper angle here to look at. This society, selling poison is civilized. You know, I can't even believe that people eat McDonald's anymore. I stare in amazement. We got one that looks exactly like this. This almost could be the one not far from here in Austin. I'm shocked when I see people lining up for this stuff. It's all toxic poison. I can't believe it. And then selling real food, yeah. I can't go and buy unpasteurized cream. It's illegal. But I can go and buy straight poison. And this is just one of them. There are many of these places. I'm sure you guys all know. It's crazy, but that is where we live here. Getting on to some sphere Earth stuff here. One of the biggest questions that's always asked by globe earthers: how can 99.99% of the population be wrong about the globe? So the teacher here, this person is super ignorant. They show up and they read out of a book that's given to them by somebody. They tell these kids what to believe in, and they blindly follow because they're kids and they're told to trust her. Listen to your teacher at the classroom, the parents say, right? And the ones that don't do well with the propaganda, the teachers call the parents in. You need to discipline your child. They're not learning. And then the children gets traumatized again because the education system is wrong. Moms and dads out there, you need to homeschool your children and teach them the qualities and things that they need to be a successful human being, and stay away from these toxic indoctrination centers. It used to be okay. They used to teach people stuff. I did shop. I did learn some applicable things. I use math every day building, and the wood shop class and machine shop class. Yes, I use all that. But everything else that they taught us, including this sphere Earth, is trash. So it's easy for them to fool 99% of the realm. All they had to do was start with indoctrinating the youth's minds. And then those children grew up to be adults, and they're traumatized into the belief that they live on a spinning sphere. But in the actuality of it, no matter how much you add, subtract, multiply, and or divide, water will never stick to a ball. Never. It doesn't stick to it as a liquid. It's impossible. I know it's tough for some people. You just got to let go of your mind control. You have to let it go. I'm sorry. Moving on. This next one is really important to me. I like to bring it up. It says honey is the only food that you will not rot. A jar of honey may remain edible. They have here for 3,000 years. Isn't that incredible? That is incredible. It tastes good too, right? And the bees worked hard to make this for us. Thank you to the bees. Fact: our current agricultural system uses taxpayer money to subsidize the planting of GMO'd foods, while organic farmers are required to pay fees for certification to prove that they're not using GMOs. Costs double to farm them. This is all wrong. Farming should be done on a local level. Sure, you can have a big farmer who does a lot of it, but everybody needs to start growing their own lettuce and their own tomatoes, including me. I need to step up and start growing some stuff again too. I can't just come out here and talk a big game. I gotta walk the walk too. I don't want to be called a hypocrite. This is an interesting one. It says a chemist trained to interpret data it is incomprehensible to me that the physicians can ignore the clear evidence that heliotherapy does much more harm than good. All of this, we got it wrong. Can't stay too long on that one. The person who takes medicine must recover twice, it says. Once from the disease and once from, the medicine. Did you know that? It's true. It's true. It's crazy to think, but it's true. This one's nice. It says, those who teach us the most about humanity aren't always humans. The animals, they do so much. They heal us. They teach us. They have so much that they can share with the realm. You just have to know how to understand them and hear them, right? Listen to what they have to say. We'll move on. We'll do one more sign. We got a little bit left here. I didn't know how far I was going to get today. Rule number 1, it says what they say. Do what's right. Follow your heart and the truth. United Nations Agenda 2030. For yes, it says a new world order that they're trying to build. We're going to get into a longer section of this when I have Jason of Awake Souls with me to break down these memes, because it's important. But this is a teaser to that. It says the 17, quote, sustainable development goals, end quote, that make up Agenda 2030 essentially serves as the recipe for the coming technocratic new world order. The UN plans to have nations to continue to impose new laws and initiatives upon their citizens in an effort to achieve these goals, which they lump under, quote, sustainability, end quote. The Agenda 2030 is a ramp up from its predecessor, Agenda 21, which we were talking about, for a long time, 10 years, as it aims to control everything, control all of the lands, water, energy, technology, production, information, animals, and all humans through AI. They're calling out 6G now. Blockchain, RFID chips. Thus, the elite are setting the stage to enslave humanity under the rule of their chosen Antichrist. It is what the agenda is. There's no way to hide it. And like I said, we're going to get into, I think there's like an 8-part series to this that we're going to get into more when I have Jason out. He wants to get in on this topic here. It says the UN 2030 agenda, 17 goals, to enslave humanity under the new world order of the Antichrist. That has been the goal since day one, and they're getting close. They are getting close. So hold on to your hats, everybody. The truth is, we have been lied to since birth by our government, our churches. Yes, the churches too. They hid books and denied them. You bring it up to a pastor or a minister, you say, hey, I found these other books, the book of Adam and Eve and the book of Enoch. No, that's not canon. They say blasphemy. You can't speak about that in our building. Okay, your building doesn't have truth in it anymore. Nor did it ever. We were supposed to go within. Within is your church, not without. Our media also lies, and our history books are all filled with lies. The people who won the wars wrote what they wanted. And our school systems, the indoctrination centers, all lies. But we're breaking through as a team, and we're getting through this. It says everything you see on TV, scripted performance with the purpose of shaping your worldview to benefit the powerful interests of the people running the show. Everything. And a lot of the stuff on YouTube, too. On all the social media sites, TikTok, Twitter, it's all run by the people with the money, the powerful interests. They're the ones running the show, and they put out the propaganda, and they censor the ones that they don't like, that don't say what they want them to say. That's the world we live in today. This one says, most people never take a stand, and here's why. It's because they were taught when things get tough, they were told their whole lives being told, just shut up and sit down. That's what this indoctrination system breeds. Weaklings, cowards, right? Oh, maybe they all got tattoos now, making them tough. Nah, every tough guy, all the cattle ranching Texans, all the biker dudes, they all were getting masked up the entire pandemic. It was pathetic. Moving on. There is no energy crisis, food crisis, or environmental crisis. There is only a crisis, yes, of ignorance. Everyone just wants to be ignorant. And when shown information and truth, the people that aren't ignorant, that are just blissfully ignorant, I guess, they say, well, that's your opinion. Well, no. The facts is the facts that Mega actually is the 5th degree and the highest degree of the Church of Satan. You can't tell me that Kanye's wearing the symbols. He's got the upside down cross and the Baphomet on his clothing with the MAGA hat on. You go to the Mega site and the Church of Satan site, and it has the same symbols and the same exact word MAGA there. You can't tell me, oh, it's my opinion. No, that is the truth of what's going on. But yet, how come I don't see anyone else sharing this truth? No one. It's just me. That's fine. I'll do it alone. You know, Jason agrees with me. He's seen the evidence. other teammates. The Estonian mastermind also agrees. I'm sure YD agrees. So there are a group of us that agree. People in the chat and they've been watching now. We understand it. But that's the way that it works. Just people are ignorant. They'll see the truth and then say, nah, it's not true. It doesn't fit my... Or they just see something and see something totally different. They'll read something on the screen and see and think something totally different than you. That happens a lot. This one here says, supposedly this cow was farting a lot and ruining the environment. So I ate it. You're welcome. He says, go on, be a hero. Eat meat. I love that one. This is pretty perfectly cooked too. Not a bad looking steak. Some asparagus. This is some good stuff. We got some sea salt. Super healthy right there. Red pepper. Moving on here. If you don't know, this is the second one. Yes, QAnon is a controlled opposition fringe group created by, yes, the CIA. Donald Trump is not going against the deep state. He is the deep state. Presidents are selected, non-elected, 100%. United for Truth's been around for like 10 years too. Still putting out content. Wow. Moving on here. The ability to imagine gives you the ability to create. It's raining. There's thunder going on in the background. Some rain. I should turn it down. You guys can hear it. It's all windy and rainy for the podcast. I don't think we've ever had a rainstorm during the morning show. Ever. We used to have Rudy. We had a rooster that would come. That's the other reason why I'm also running with the chickens, because I'm trying to train them up. Rudy was eaten by a dog. So there's also a dog breeding program going on here. But yes, it is raining. Let me get the music back on. Let's finish off these memes. Actually, you know what? Let's have a music break while it rains. We're going to be back after this song.
Feeling right and feeling wrong. I've been in this place way too long. I've been down and I've been strong. Like what the hell is going on? It's getting harder but I know I'll make it. And there's no code in my DNA to front of fake it. I got these clouds hovering and hanging, and the darkness consumes me. Of 1,000 lifetimes, my soul, my blood, ain't that enough? God knows that I pay the price of 1,000 lifetimes. I must confess, I break from the stress. I tell my story, get it off my chest. Green light till I get it right. And no stopping till I save my life. Harder to breathe, it's getting harder to see a future in front of me. Suffocated and vindicated, never a minute goes by that's justified. How long will I stand and fight? God knows that I pay the price of 1,000 lifetimes. My soul, my blood, ain't that enough? God knows that I pay the price of 1,000 lifetimes. Give it my all, even when I fall back against the wall. When push comes to shove, and I'm not giving up, no. Dedicated to the overworked, who put everything on the line for those they love until it hurts. Kept your head up when it got tough. Kept faith and love when the rules them get rough. 1,000 lives couldn't pay for the strength you gave or the energy you gave up. I haven't prayed in years, but I know you're there somewhere. How long will I stand and fight? God knows that I pay the price of 1,000 lifetimes. My soul, my blood, ain't that enough? God knows that I pay the price of 1,000 lifetimes.
What a new one!
Oh yeah.
fire from the gods. 1,000 lifetimes fire from the gods with that new one. Thought I'd bring you guys some rock for a change. Not always about the new rave music and the new, dubstep and break beats. I love rock and roll, and the guitar and drums too. Good morning, everybody. It's now Friday, October 28th. The month of October just flew by like that, a flash of an eye. It's now 7:29 a.m. in the Central Standard Time. That's 8, almost ticking on 30 a.m. for people on the East Coast. Good morning to you people too. Here on this channel, we do not ignore evil. We seek to expose it. All of these symbols below and many more. And they all know it too. That's why we're the most censored online. You don't get to have that title and have it true unless you are it and you expose these things. Yeah, people try to present, yeah, Hitler was a good guy. Yeah, okay, thanks. Next, let's move on here. This is a top view of the Supreme Court of the United Kingdom. The judges literally sit around an all-seeing eye. Now you know who controls the whole system. Did you know about this? Yes, Donald Cassidy, Arms Up. Some good tunes. I'm trying to bring a mix to the table. But, sorry people in the United Kingdom. Looks like you're being run by Azazel himself. His all-seeing eye. This one says, time will come when people will not listen to the truth. No, they will look for their teachers and for the people who will tell them only the things that they want to hear. They will not listen to the truth. Instead, they will listen to the stories made up by men. We're in that time right now. Truth is now hate speech. Telling someone, hey, clean up your life. Start becoming a role model. Be a citizen. Be someone that you want the other people to emulate. Grow up. They said, nah, I don't need you in my life anymore. As soon as someone comes and says, hey, straighten up. Come on, you're better than this. All of a sudden, the messenger is become the evil one. Discipline is gone from the realm, right? People just want to hear stories made up for them because they want to hear only what they want to hear. They don't want to hear the truth. Their ears have grown tired. As the world continues to get more evil and controlled, the people are going to continue to care less. Because, they're way too distracted with drama and who's turning the world brown. It's the Jays, it's the Vatican, it's this, it's that, it's the WEF. All right. No. It's our divisions, the fact that we can't stand together and rise above this and say, no, we don't want any of this stuff. Take it. We don't want it. Go start your own country somewhere else. Leave us freedom people alone. That's all we need to do. Moving on. It says, your mission is to hold your light and speak truth. That's it. That's all your mission is on the other side of the screen. Speak it. And be calculated with your speech. Don't just throw it around. Last few of the morning, this one says attachment. Check all your relationships. Some are not soul connections. They're attachments you created to fill a void in your soul, left by, yes, sometimes low self-esteem. Lust, too. You're attracted to somebody, right? Ooh. Fear and, loneliness will make people hold on to attachments that don't serve them, that are bad for them, that are toxic. Not all ties in your life belong there. Some are just replacing the love that you haven't been giving yourself. That's the best part of this meme. Go on and love yourself. If you love yourself more than anything else and you take care of your body, your temple, your mind, spirit, and body, your soul, you're not going to be worried about holding on to things like lust and fear and loneliness. They will flee from you because you're too busy loving yourself and other people. First, love yourself, heal yourself, then go around loving and healing other people. But if you don't do it to yourself first, you're a hypocrite. This says your potential, though, is endless. It is. That's how we were created to be. It's up to us, though, to step up and do the limitless things, right? Or then you have an end if you don't keep trying, doing, participating, commenting, sharing. What is it that you can do on the other side of the screen? That's all that all a man is worth is his word and what he says he can do with his word. The two most important qualities of a man. What can you do? And do you keep your word? That's it. And then it becomes endless. Got two more here and then we're going to go. I hope everybody has a really good weekend. This one says, forgive and release. When people show you their true colors, don't try to change what you see or make excuses through painting some other picture. It says, accept what is being shown. Okay, this is the colors of the picture. I see them, right? The truth is surfacing. This is the time for making decisions, right? Oh, we got a choice. I keep telling people we're in a virtual reality and it's a choice-based game. You make a choice, a decision, and then programs run, right? Depending on the choices that you make. What behaviors can be forgiven and who needs to be released. So this is what we need to focus in on. Always forgive. Clear out any hatred or pain or anything that is in your heart. Just let it out. Forgive people, and you start to see from their side of the situation the reasons why they might have followed the thoughts that were in their head at the time, and you understand it. And then release it and move on. And don't go back. Those that are meant for you will find a way. They'll come back. So don't ever have any fear either. This could be your best friend. This could be your child. This situation could happen in so many different ways. If you're in an abusive, toxic relationship, there's so many things, people, you need to be strong. Again, you need to go back to this one. Loving yourself. Give the love that you are seeking from someone else first to yourself. You have to fall in love with you again. And this last one here says, above all, never let age extinguish the fire of your inner child. Remember the things that you first adored as a sentient being here. What did you first love? What was the first music? I used to love Baroque music. Has anybody on the other side of the screen ever heard Baroque? What did you love? What was it what food or what smell or what taste or what moment? I remember lying on my back. It was in kindergarten. I still remember my school had no walls. It was a new school. Our principal pretended to be Kermit the Frog. It was hilarious on the PA system. It was funny. I remember lying on the ground, looking at the clouds, and I remember being on Earth before. Right? I remember it. I remember the day. I don't remember which day it was. It was in kindergarten. I remember that. I was laying there and watching the clouds float by. And I thought how beautiful this beautiful sky is. And I had a feeling of I've seen this before. I'm back again. That's how I felt. So that's one of my memories. Music was obviously a passion. My dad had these huge speakers called proximities. They were monsters. I used to crawl inside them. They had a huge baffle at the bottom for the air to come out. And I would crawl up inside that thing and sleep. That music would put me out. My dad was into the psychedelic stuff like Supertramp and Led Zeppelin and all that stuff. But yeah, so I haven't forgotten my inner child. I used to love to be out in the sun. I had an old wooden wicker hanging chair that I used to love. I would lie in it because I'd put my feet up in the air and hook them onto the tops of the hanging wicker chair. And I loved that feeling of swinging my legs up like that. I used to enjoy just laughing and just running around. My inner child was just full of life, full of energy, chasing butterflies and looking for rabbits and turtles in the lake. These are the things that my inner child always loved. And I want you to remember the things that you love too. In a situation of depression or anxiety or what we're all dealing with here in the realm, I just want everybody to know that you can take a break from all of it. Just remember the things that you love here and do them. And make sure that you have a good weekend, okay? I really hope we all have a good weekend. And don't count out the Creator just yet. He's got a plan to help us. He is not going to let us fail this time. Don't worry. Let go of all fear. And we'll be live on Sunday, but it'll be on Beyond Flat Earth because, update, Jason got a strike. Apparently, Christianity is now considered misinformation. Our was it Tabernacles Hangout was flagged as misinformation, and he was given another strike, so we're gone for 3 months now. My channels that I had are gone. We're on my backup to the backup to the backup to like 8th channel. So we'll be on Beyond Flat Earth. So join us there, okay? Everybody have a wonderful weekend. I will see you this weekend. Take care, everybody. And no matter what happens, no matter how difficult things seems to get, we will find a way.
I've been trying to fight the demons in my mind. I'll prevail with every battle if I'm right. Guess my aim was off, the target's out of sight. Would I be better if I left it all behind? 'Cause we could find a way, we could find a way. Find another place where we can just escape. We could find a way, we could find a way. Find another place where we can just escape. We could find a way.
This is the only morning show. It's not sponsored.
Find another place where we can just escape.
Ain't nobody stopping. Ain't nobody stopping.